go. Welcome, or yeah, I guess welcome. Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you all on board today. And I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. Glad to have you all on board, and boy, it's going to be an interesting day. We don't know which way to turn first. Anyway, welcome first off to the moderators. We've got Arizona Snowman in the house. Piggy is here as well. I haven't seen C&D Boy or Lucas Snow or Joseph Fields official yet, but I'm sure they'll be around somewhere. And also possibly got Gary in the background as well. Mona may be there as well. That's Mona Lisa Smiles. And anyway, I'm not going to worry about the other ones, but welcome the moderators that are here, and glad to have you on board. And we will get to all the goodies right away here. So first person in today was Tom. And I don't think Pepper was helping, so just Tom gets the cookies, and that is all right. And really cool. All right, let's get to saying hello to everyone, and we will start. What? The power of dock power. Dock power? Oh boy, I got power. Anyway, welcome everyone. I'm gonna see what we can do here. Say hi to everyone. So we'll start out with Sophie and Kevin Haynes and Linda Schoof and Sue Hayes, and there's Sophie again. Mars 2028, welcome, and Juliet is in the house, as well as Henry Nelson, Aurelio Perez, welcome Aurelio. Let's see, we got Sue Hayes, Hermione Schaefer, welcome, glad to have you on board. Mandy Child is also here, and Silversmith back as well. Welcome, you guys. And we got Henry going up a little bit more. Duchess of Elements, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And going up some more to see who else I may have not seen yet. We got Hermione, got Mars 2028. Rashkumari, if I said it correctly, welcome. And let's see, who else we got? Kevin Haynes, we got, and going up a little bit more, see who else is in here. I thought I seen some other names. Yeah, I see Tom is there, of course. And Juliet is in the house. Let's see. Going up some more, looking for more names, you guys. And Mark the Shark is here. And yeah, watch out, Mark. The Piggy's trying to pin a fin on you, and I don't know if that's going to work very well. Hopefully she won't stick you too bad with that big pin that she was using. Those are the same ones that they were trying to use on poor Wonky Donkey there yesterday, so you got to watch out. Anyway, going up some more here, trying to find other names, and you guys are a chatty bunch, which is really good though. Going up more and more and more, and King Colin Deadman is here as well, and we got all the other ones, I think. Still climbing up the ladder here, looking for more possible names. And Touches of Elements we got. Okay, going up. Echo the Bot is here. Good to have you on board, Echo. And let's see, anyone else that I see in the list here? I'm going as far and fast as I can. Don't see anybody else up top. I'll look down on the bottom, and we probably will see some other good people. Okay, somebody's leaving. Mona Alfano just popped in. Welcome, Mona. And let's see, Storm Chaser 1211 also on board. Good to see you. And let's see, did I miss anyone else? Gura, welcome Gura. Glad to have you on board. And I don't know where you went Sunday. You were supposed to be moderator, and you never showed up. We're gonna have to figure that out maybe for next Sunday or Saturday, whatever works for you. I still want to do that for you, and you know, I stick to my word, so we'll give it a whirl. Anyway, for a stream though, right? And just so you get a little bit of practice and experience with what it's really like. R. Lee also here, welcome. And I think I'm good with names for right now, so let's, oh boy, where do we want to go first? This is actually going to be kind of a tough decision. Let's use magic first. We'll stop on that volcano. That, of course, is Cumbre Vieja, and that was November 10th of last year. That is the lava flow going down the hills there and heading to the water, and that's what we were seeing there. But let's get on to stuff from today. I did post a video earlier for you guys, and I don't know if anybody took the liberty of looking at it. I think a few of you did. Last I checked, there was about 200 views on there, so I assume that a few of you have seen it. And it was about Sakurajima erupting today. And it was pretty awesome. And yeah, sure. No, Kim, you ain't doing that today. I gotcha. Just wait till he gets a little closer. There's an air horn ready for him. I booby trapped the area, so he'll find out right away. Booby traps Lurker's Lounge door with air horn. Lucas, no, that's evil. What if Grandma B comes through there or something? And then we'll really be in trouble. Dr. Fox, I saw it. Great work on the time lapse. Thanks, Mars 2028. Appreciate that. And that actually I thought was pretty darn good. It kind of worked out. Actually, I was thinking while I'm yakking, I should put that on. And let's see if I did load it. Yeah, I did. So I will try to keep the volume down on it though. So yeah, basically Sakurajima has been going off since basically yesterday. And when we say yesterday was the 26th, this is technically there yesterday now because it is the 28th there already. So, but this was a video from the 27th, their 27th. And anyway, I did the time lapse. It was actually quite long in that sense. I don't really like making time lapses that long, but things can go wrong and processing takes forever, right, when you're trying to render those. And it's pretty cool though to see what this thing was doing during the course of the day or the later afternoon. And this is basically what it is, afternoon and evening for them there. And that was pretty interesting. What? Who's deploying Cat's RoboCat to deal with mouse? I'm glad I got a hamster instead of a mouse. I don't have to worry. Anyway, looking at what we see there, it is actually pretty awesome to watch that cloud just zip over, and then every time that thing erupts, you see those clouds actually move upward. And right now, it's a lot of white steam in there, which is really kind of neat as well. But we do see the darker black plumes come out, and there's one, and just like that. So it's puffing away, and it's pretty interesting to see that. And then of course, the clouds get a little thicker, and then every once in a while you see a bigger plume kind of pop up into the clouds. And I thought that was kind of awesome to see. I did turn the volume down on that. I don't know if I should keep it off there. It almost sounds like I'm hearing feedback now, but yeah. The only thing, yeah, Miss Lava. Yeah, we don't have any lava. That's the problem. That's what I was trying to capture, and there was none to be seen on either one. And it doesn't matter whether you were watching this view here or the close-up cam. We didn't see anything on there either. Now, I did not make a time-lapse on the close-up cam because it was just way too smoky. There's another nice puff out of there, and that was pretty awesome. I really did like that. So this is a serious pluming Sakurajima is doing, I hope, for a serious lava eruption. Yeah, well, I'm hoping we're going to see some lava pop out of there yet. And you see a lot of ash and smoke, and that is all headed in that northern direction, unfortunately, which is basically towards their mainland. And I'm hoping it changes. Now, my friend E.T. he is actually from, he was born on that while it was still an island. It was kind of neat to kind of just chat with him for a second there, but it's kind of neat. But anyway, we see what it is. It's pretty awesome. I like it, and watching those clouds go through there with the music kind of worked, and you see the additional plumes every once in a while popping up, and pretty cool. It's a nice little video, so. Miss Lava Piggy? Miss Lava Piggy. All right. Miss Lava Piggy. Neat. Anyway, that's kind of what we've seen out there during the course of the day. There's a few more little plumes that pop through here before it actually descends into darkness, real darkness that is, and you'll be able to see them. It's kind of neat. But I like it. It's interesting, fantastic, and so far nobody is hurt. And nobody, well, they've had to evacuate a bunch of people, unfortunately. But as far as no injuries or anything like that, so this is all good. Raj Kumari, yeah, you're from India, that's okay. You can be from India, we don't care, or don't mind. And so I speak Hindi. Well, let's not speak Hindi in here. Let's stick with English, because that is the primary language here. So, pretty awesome. Anyway, yeah, this video is just about over, so I'll leave it be, and you guys are always welcome to have a look at it. That is the way it looks right now at this moment out at Sakurajima. We'll get to back to that in a little bit. Let's go over to our starting point where we normally go, and that is Mount Etna. And unfortunately, Etna, we're looking at it in the dark. We can't see anything. I did make a time lapse of this as well, and hopefully that started in the right spot. No, it didn't. Let's start that again. There we go, and that'll work. This one got a little bit long too, I think about 3.5 minutes, but as you can see, it's pretty normal there. We've got a lot of clouds building because of Etna's size and girth. As the wind is blowing over top of it, it's causing condensation and making clouds really. But we do also have the volcano adding into that mix and mess. Not that much, though, from what we've seen or what we'll see a little bit later in this video as time progresses. So, yeah. Yeah, if in doubt, use Google Translate. That is. Yeah, do your best to try, and we are patient. If you boo-boo with a word or two, and we'll try to help you along and understand that some people do have language barriers, and we do have a bunch of different language speaking people here in the chat, so we try to keep it all English. That way we're all in one kind of universal language we can understand, and that's the reason for sticking to English, and that's easier that way. Anyway, as you see, the sun is moving over top in a very big fashion there, and definitely has slowed down. You do still see smoke coming from the back vent, and I'm not sure about the top vent. It's a little difficult to see with that big fireball just dipping down there. So we'll wait a few seconds here and let that thing sink. And what? Shake it, baby, shake. I don't shake the babies. That'll cause problems. Anyway, there you can see actually from that top vent, it is going as well. And my mouse isn't showing here. Darn it. Why is this? Oh, that's because it's on a video. Anyway, you can see the highest point there on the mountain. You can see where the smoke is coming out. That's all right. I don't need to draw on there. It's pretty self-explanatory. But on occasion, you do see extra plumes come up in the back there. And that is just a little bit more venting. So backlit looks cool. Yep, it does. The sun is back there, so it's silhouetted. And that is pretty awesome. And once we see the city lights come on, or the town lights there, you'll notice that's getting near the end of the video. So pretty cool. But yeah, I made a couple of these today, and I didn't post this one, just the other one. I just thought it was kind of neat to throw one up there and have a look. So that is pretty awesome, you guys. Anyway, other than that, we haven't had any upticks. That's it for the video. We don't have any upticks or anything like that in seismic activity there, from my understanding. And everything is just kind of on the way down to being calm. So hopefully the good people of Sicily will be able to relax and take it easy a bit, and be able to enjoy their life a little bit without having to worry about big Mount Etna blowing things up. So anyway, that is all cool, and we will move on to Iceland and see what we've got there. And this is kind of an eerie thing, and I'm glad they got the camera going. It was off for a while, and it was very disappointing, and that's because it was not getting any sunlight to recharge, so that whole system basically shut down. But as we see, you can see little plumes everywhere here of what looks like it's smoking. And if we go back, they started about an hour and a half ago, hour and 40 minutes. But if we go back to that, it's a little bit more evident, and you can see a lot more of it. It's really kind of eerie looking, and you almost wonder, is it, well, what the heck happened there? Did somebody heat the thing up, or what's going on underneath the ground? And why is this smoking all of a sudden? And I mean, I really do have that question too. Hasn't this cooled off enough in the past? I mean, we've had snow on top of this area. Isn't it cool enough that it wouldn't be doing this? Or have we had something heating it up again from underneath? you know, and I think it's just the way it is, though. I think this is a residual heat. Uplift, I don't think so, Sophie. I was actually thinking about that as well, and I haven't heard of any uplift. It's too bad they can't power the camera from the volcano. Yeah, well, a little bit too much trouble for doing the camera power that way. But anyway, that does look pretty awesome to see that. And if we go over to their not Haggy cam, and that is of course the still cam, and you see that same scenario happening there. So if we go back even just one, and this was right after it rained, and look at how that whole area just kind of why is that not showing up there? I should have my mouse on there. Okay, there we go. You can see that hole down there. It's just like wow. Yeah, really kind of spooky, and that's the previous frame. As we go back in time here a little bit, you can see what it looks like, and that is, you know, really weird, and kind of makes a guy go, what the heck is going on? Welcome, ESD. I'm glad to have you on board. And then prior to that, you see this is at 1710. This was at 1600. And if we go back, we know it was raining all morning. So then back to 1710, and then 1749 was the next picture. And that's what we were seeing. So pretty awesome. And again, that kind of looks like it created its own updraft at the end of the valley here, pulling all that moisture right back up. Really kind of freaky looking. So between Ragnar and Not Haggy Valley, it kind of leaves it going, what the heck is going on? But we do know it rained pretty hard, so you know, perhaps we have enough heat there to cause it to condensate and evaporate, turn into steam clouds. Pretty cool. And that is kind of neat. And let's move on. And by the way, I had to redo everything here again today, so it was lots of fun. There we go to our harmonic tremor chart, and I'm going to refresh real quick just so we have it up to date. There we go. And as you can see, it was a steady rise, and we did have something just after midnight. There was a little quake in there, and then you've seen some little tremors, and then one right here at about, I don't know, that's 6 hours in, so that'd be somewhere around maybe 1800 or something on the clock. We'll see if there was a little bit bigger quake somewhere that would fit that description. Anyway, let's have a look, since this one looks like it's kind of heading back down. We'll have a look at what Grindavik looks like, and then we will kind of compare that a little bit. Grindavik, there it is. And that spike looks a lot taller at Grindavik than it does down there, so it's probably closer to the Grindavik sensor. It is showing about the same activity there on a downswing now. I'm not sure about these guys, but definitely here. So that guy being a little bit bigger is kind of interesting. And then it looks like the one just after midnight was about the same size. So it might be in between the two sensors. But the other ones here are very small, so you don't know exactly where they are. We'll figure it out. And, you know, if we had a third one, we could triangulate. But we don't. Not one that we can use on a map anyway. All right, let's pop over to our earthquake map, and we'll take a quick peek at what we've got. So, of course, zooming out, that is out all the way, looking at the Rikens Ridge on the side here. we do see these two guys here, a bunch of little peppers down there, not related to Pepper the dog. And then we check up north here, and we don't see anything else out there on this map either. Nor do we see anything in this area or Asja. Even if we zoom in a little bit, I'm still not seeing anything. And I'm wondering if the map is just not keeping up, because there are a lot of quakes that this thing has missed. And they are larger than 1 in magnitude, and that really makes me wonder. Here's a 1.1, and that is actually from yesterday at 2014, and that was 6.2 kilometers down. Looking at the other areas here a little bit closer, so for those who are new, this of course the Reykjanes Peninsula, capital city of Reykjavik. And if you're going there, you'll end up going through Keflavik Airport, and of course Yardvik, Reykjanesbar, and then you slide down here. The town of Grindavik is there, and then the Blue Lagoon and the power plant right beside it is right here. So that kind of gives you a pretty good idea of where you're at. And let's have a look at this guy real quick. 1.3 and 1.1 right beside him happened today, 17 minutes after 1 a.m. 3.6 kilometers down on that guy. And then we have this guy here, same time, 17 minutes after 1, and 4.2 clicks down, 1.1 in magnitude. Not sure what that would indicate over there, but yep. Definitely there. We'll carry on and have another look here. And while we're talking about Iceland, I did watch Just Icelandic today. He had another nice new video talking about Bardabunga and that area. Anyway, this one is from yesterday, 1940, 5 kilometers down, 1.3. And that is not that big, and it's yesterday, so I'm not worried. There's nothing indicated on this chart for our Ragnar, and of course our Ragnar actually sits here in this valley, Geldingadara, and it is right there is where it is. It started out right here as Bob and Bob Jr. and Mini-Me, as we call them, but that is where it was, so pretty cool. Not Haggy Valley down here, that's the area where the camera was. The camera I think is somewhere over here looking that way, and that's why we were able to see into the valley and right to the end. Pretty cool and awesome. Anyway, I'm not seeing any quakes right there. Moving over here, we do see a 1.2, and that was yesterday's 2218, 3.5 clicks down, and I'm not happy with this map. And there we've got a 1.5. Let's oh come on, let's zoom in here. There we go, a 1.5 today at 8:18, 5.7 kilometers down. And like I say, a 1.5 in magnitude. And where's the other quakes? There's a 1.8 right there, and that was from 5.9 kilometers down from today. 13:29 was the time on that guy. Looking at the 1.2 here, 5.3 kilometers down, 38 minutes after 9 a.m. is the time on that one. And then we slide on out into the water, and whoop, too far away. Zoom in, there we go, and maybe we'll hit it. From yesterday, 21:34, 4.7 kilometers down, and not very good. And let's see, this 1.5. Today's at 5:59, or just about 6 a.m. and 9.4 kilometers down. 1.5 in magnitude. Alex France, welcome, and let's keep it in English if we can, Alex, but that is all right, and glad to have you on board. It's been a while, sorry. Yeah, no worries. You're welcome here, and hopefully we'll have you visiting more often. I know you'd probably be here every day if it was erupting. Just like everybody else. We really do want it erupting. 1.0, 13.9 kilometers down, 1.7, 1746 was the time on that 1.0. And that is good. Been a bit of activity out in the ocean, quite a bit north of Iceland. Yep, we're about to look at that. And I'm kind of not liking this map. But I'm going to just use this map to go through these ones here, so we'll know. This was from yesterday, 1956, 2.2. And this is also from yesterday, 1746. So for that 2.3, let's go to the other map because that one really frustrated me. Okay, looking up in the north, we actually don't see too much in the northern area today, but down here in the south, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. We have a 2.8 out at sea, and that is 5 kilometers down. Happened at 29 today. M2.8, and again, it's not on the other one, so I'm a little disappointed. Looking at this one here, we do see this guy is from today, 1:56 a.m., and it's a 2.2, just about the same place where they were yesterday, 10 kilometers down for that guy, and then we have this 2.34, also 10 kilometers down. That is actually from yesterday at 2346. So that's what we're seeing out there. And then when we zoom in here, we have all kinds of extra stuff that they didn't report on the other one. This one at 11:59 a.m., 1.5, 9.4 kilometers down. We've got a 1.11, 4.7 kilometers down from 3:34 a.m. Another 1.17, 5.3 kilometers down at 15:38. You know, and the list goes on. We've got 1.4, 5.7 kilometers down at 14:18. You know, so lots of activity, and that wasn't being reported on the other chart, and that is always hard to deal with. And of course, the smaller ones, I can understand the cutoff line being 1, but like seeing what's going on. Thank you for the 2-minute warning, Peggy and Kevin. And anyway, between Jan Mayen and Greenland, yeah, we'll take a look at that in a minute. Anyway, this guy, 3.9 clicks down, 0.57. This 1.18, 3.5 clicks down from 418. There we go. And these guys are smaller. I'm not going to worry about them so much. 2.9 clicks down, 0.47 from 2:48 a.m. Getting over here a little bit, I'm wondering if that might be one of the ones that we picked up on our sensor. And that was from 10 a.m. at 0.1 or 0.71. There we go. Getting my 1s and my 7s mixed up. 4.1 kilometers down for that guy. And then we do have this one over here in Meridalier, 3.39 and 5.56 kilometers down. 12:55 is when that guy happened, Quick peek at this 1.3, 1:40 a.m., 5 kilometers down. Still not the one that set our sensor off. So I'm not sure which one actually did. I'm not going to worry about it though. But we do see a lot of stuff up there. And you're saying that there's some more up in the top. We'll maybe take a quick peek on the other map, but I'm going to take a break first, you guys. So before they have the mini krakens come back to my door, and I checked, there's a whole bunch of scratch marks on my door. Mini krakens did that yesterday. That was horrible. I heard scratching, but I didn't want to answer the door just in case. But yeah, the mini krakens, they did a bunch of stuff. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go take that break. Keep smiling, be happy, and don't go anywhere. And I'm going to take a 5-minute break. For those who are new, if you have not yet hit that like button, please give it a quick bop. And that would be absolutely great. What exactly did I do? Huh? Spooky, what are you talking about? What did you do? You didn't do anything. You're a nice person. Who is saying something about... Nobody said anything about you in here. So, I don't know what you're talking about, Spooky. But anyway, I'm going for that break, you guys. I need that break, and we'll do that. Don't go away. Keep smiling. Play nice. Hit the like button. And I will be back. We'll get that music on. There we go. Oh, it looks like I'm going to put on subscriber only mode. And unfortunately, those bad guys are back. Let's get rid of them. There we go. And subscriber mode is set. So thank you for deleting them. We've got trouble in the chat. No, wow, we fixed it, Mars. Sorry, dealt with really quickly. We keep an eye on these things. Anyway, I'm gonna go for my break, and I'll be back. Keep smiling, be happy, and don't go away. Okay, just turning the microphone back on here for a second. Spooky, you might want to check and see what's going on there, because apparently Henry can't see you, Henry Nelson, or Sue Hayes can't see you either. There was somebody else on the other channel that mentioned that they couldn't see you either. Gura says that he couldn't see you. So possibly you've got something going on there where you've blocked a bunch of people, and that may be a problem for you. So you might want to check that. Just saying, okay? Anyway, I'm back to my break. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I am back on here, and all right, let me just kind of intervene here. Spooky Avocado, please pay attention. Okay, so far, okay, nobody has blocked you. All right, so it's all good, and that's fine. And as far as we can tell, nobody has said anything bad to you. You haven't said anything bad to anyone here. We actually think you are a very, very nice person, and I don't know what. Yeah, Spooky, if you haven't done anything, and Piggy hasn't done anything, and Snowman hasn't done anything, there's nothing to worry about. So I don't know what the issue is, Spooky, and maybe just sit back, relax, and think about that for a few minutes. And there's, really, there's nothing going on. Nobody's doing anything bad. I don't get what the issue is. So please, for yourself, just sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and go from there. All right. We like having you here. There's no nobody feeling bad or no animosity or anything like that. So I'm not quite understanding what the issue is. You seem to be a very good person. So relax. Obviously something is setting you off, and please let your mindset just be at peace. Nobody is doing anything. She's playing a game, and it stops now. Well, yeah, we're gonna basically say, yeah, please just sit back, Spooky, and relax, all right? And we'll see what's going on, because really nobody has done anything here, and we don't need this animosity within the channel, all right? So kindly relax and just be good. That's right, you haven't done anything, so why are you complaining about it? It's pretty simple. And let's leave it at that, Spooky, all right? And no more. And anyway, let's carry on with what we're doing here. We were looking at volcanoes, comparing some notes here. I wanted to take a look at the other earthquake maps real quick, and just confirm and see what we've got for earthquakes above Iceland. And of course that one, I got to get myself on the correct page here. So I was looking in this area. Of course we see that one up here. We know this one was here, and that is up there. I don't know if there was any smaller ones. Let's look at the other map. And yeah, the other map doesn't show any other ones either. So just this one to the north, and we definitely seen that. We also know that there was a bunch of other ones down here, fairly fresh, 4.4 further to the south, and that is all on the mid-Atlantic ridge. So please, let's just figure that out, right? And that is kind of going down there. They did took the other one off of this map here, but I did look here before. Yeah, there's the other one. So boom, 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 down here, all the way down. So we do have a big stringer here. That tells us something is moving. All right, it's going up the entire mid-Atlantic ridge. So is the Eurasian plate moving? Is the African plate moving? Or is the North American or South American plates moving? That is a good question, and we'll see what happens in the future. And anyway, leaving that map for a little bit later there. We will investigate. There's some interesting stuff. We want to take a look, of course, at the pile of earthquakes over here in the Philippines. Since yesterday those started, but we also have repercussions on the other side over here in Chile with a 6.2, and we're plus aftershocks. We'll have a look at that as well. And this area here at the Kermadec Ridge and out to Tonga area. Tofua is the volcano out there, but Tonga's area, lots of little quakes. Well, not little, fair-sized quakes out in that region as well. So let's carry on, though. We wanted to go to other volcanoes and places. This is on the island of São Jorge in the Azores. And of course, that is in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. And the lights that you see across there are Pico Island, and Mount Montana is on the other side. This, of course, is a harbor that we're seeing, and some of the town area down below it. Moving on to the next one here real quick. This is that little bay we always look at, and we look for whitewater down here, seeing how rough the ocean is. And even though it is dark, you can see a fair amount of whitewater there. I don't know if it's really rough, but it looks like it is splashing in pretty hard. Be careful if you're going out with little boats. Bigger boats probably okay. Anyway, this is the other harbor further to the east, and we can see a ship anchored over there, as well as the one with the bright lights on here, possibly loading something up, and another one docked, and then possibly some more sailing vessels anchored out in the bay of the harbor. Pretty cool looking, and we'll carry on looking at earthquakes today out there. Let me make that screen just a little bit wider, and we will leave it at that. Let's go with this 3:08 a.m. For this guy. That is 2.1, and that is a fair size. São Jorge, it says. So then we also had a 1.7 at 11:42, and then also at 1.7 at 15:41. So we've got those three quakes on São Jorge. We do see some other ones there. Let's look at the other map real quick. Going to refresh that just so we have it up to date. And that should be refreshed. I think it is. Or did it? It didn't look like it refreshed. There, it did now. All right, bigger, make bigger. All right, there we go. We do see one quake out here 17 hours ago, 2.0, and that is kind of just, I guess, part of the mid-Atlantic, well, it's not the mid-Atlantic ridge. This is the Eurasian plate, and then down here is the African plate. So this is kind of the no man's land right in here, this little triangle, and that is kind of what we're seeing. But that's where that is. Let's zoom in on São Jorge, and there we go. We have 21 hours ago at 2.5, it says. And there's a 1.7, and the other one they're saying is a 2.0. They should actually be both 2.7 or 1.7s, but and that should be a little reduced, but that's okay. Every chart is slightly different. Bacon seed scent. Okay, we'll have a look at Piggy, or sorry, not Piggy, Duchess of Elements, and we'll look at it when I get a chance. Looking here, there's our quakes, and so the one on São Jorge, 2.5, 8 kilometers down on that guy. The one in the water there by itself, 2.0, 10 kilometers down. This 1.7 is a surface quake, and then the 2.0 is 9 kilometers down. If we look at our depth chart, we get that. Let's do that again, and this time it'll come up. Perfect. There we go. So 1 up top, 3 down below, and boy, isn't that kind of interesting? A repeat of yesterday, only they're slightly deeper today. So pretty weird, but that's what we're seeing there at São Jorge, and unfortunately, nothing major going on. Popping over to Popocatépetl. Yes, we got the streams back. and they are apparently new streams. Just got to find where they are here. No, not that guy, this guy. All right, so let's have a look. That one is all foggy and cloudy, but let's go back about 6 hours ago when I first got into it. So good old Popocatépetl is off-gassing, definitely. And not very much snow left on it, which is really good. And that is what we're seeing there. It got into the clouds about an hour and a half later. You can see the clouds moved in and made a real mess, and you couldn't see a darn thing anymore. So if we go back to live, that's what it looks like right now. We know they've got some storms in the area and stuff like that. This is one of the other views. It too was better when we could see it in the earlier hours. This is from 8:12 a.m. actually, and you can see that nice plume building up and out of there, and that is actually a pretty cool. We picked a good time to stop in there and actually look at it. So yeah, it is a little bit active, and I knew that's what it was going to do. You know, while the streaming wasn't going on, we were going to miss everything, and it probably erupted. Anyway, we can see that it is definitely off-gassing and throwing out a little bit of material there. Pretty awesome, pretty cool. If we go ahead a little bit, I was just looking to see if there was any major plumage coming out before the clouds moved in. We do see some of it, though, looking a little bit brownish there. And this was at 8:53 a.m. So it is definitely doing something, you guys. And that is Popocatépetl, of course, 70 kilometers south of Mexico City. And let's see if I can find any major plumes going up in the air. I don't think it spewed anything up too much there. And right about there, yep, there we go. And that is pretty much it. Okay, and we get into the clouds, and that's what happens. So we don't get to see too much of it anymore, and we'll try that third view real quick. That was a little bit different. It looked like lenticular clouds almost. There again, you can see it. This was at 7:28 a.m. It was throwing out a bunch of hot debris, dirty ash-looking like material, and that is what we seen there. So moving forward, we had some weird clouds move in there. Yep, covered everything up, and then it cleared off a little bit again for a while, and we see more of that. So Popocatépetl, yes, it's erupting a little bit, but nothing major that we need to worry about. Putting that back to live, and that's what we see right there. And let's pop over to El Volcán de Colima, or Fuego de Colima, if you want to call it that. And of course, it's in the clouds as well. You don't see it. We'll back up about 8 hours and 25 minutes, according to that thing. And there it is. We can see it. It's not doing a heck of a lot. I kind of scanned earlier looking at to see if there was anything coming out, and I really didn't see anything happening. So I'm going to kind of just leave it as that for right now, and not worry about it so much. That is pretty cool. Let's see what we got here. All right, I'm looking at the next one here. This is Fuego in Guatemala, which is hiding in the clouds again. Darn it. And we're hoping it was out somewhere, and I don't think it is. Need to find a spot. I thought I seen it earlier here for a little while anyway. Just got to find the right place. There was a few moments of it being visible. and I may have skimmed over it. It was a very, very brief time, so that is likely what has happened. So no real views of Fuego. I'm going to leave it be, not going to worry about it. Moving on, a little further south in Central America, and this is Tolica volcano in Nicaragua, just south of Guatemala, and that is kind of what we're seeing there. At Tolica, not bad. A little foggy, but not bad. And disappointed with Momotombo, but we'll maybe see the next picture might load up properly. Next one is also in Nicaragua, and of course that is Messiah. And Messiah is still doing well, smoking pretty good, doing its thing. So Messiah continues to work, and we like that. Moving on to our next stuff. I'm going to put this back on Popocatépetl so I know where to find it. And the next one, of course, is our wonderful Semeru. Why is that so blurry? Hang on. Where? No, that's a Merapi, my bad. Yeah, sure. Change it down to 144p. Why would they do that? Anyway, that is what it is looking like right now, and that's not bad. We did have some variable clouds in the morning where you couldn't see a darn thing, and that is right there. Go back into the darkness 2.5 hours ago. It was a little bit better. You can barely see something there up in the top. Moving back a little bit more time-wise, 4 hours ago, there we go. We do see some stars in the background from this angle, but the other two were too low and got the local fog, and moving back to about 6 hours ago, and that is what we're seeing. A little bit of stuff right there, but again, not erupting the way it was a few weeks back, and we are not seeing anywhere near that volume coming out of it, and that is unfortunate, but that's what we've got. While we're on this page, I do have the other one loaded up here, which is our wonderful Ruapehu in New Zealand. And unfortunately, you see what's happening at Ruapehu in New Zealand. It's snowing. It's rain and snow mixed. And yeah, that is the first time I've reported rain and snow mixed on my show. And no, that's not good. I don't like it. That makes me feel cold. And I'm not moving to New Zealand. And they got snow. Anyway, going back another 2 hours or so, it wasn't raining or snowing, but the leftover drops are certainly on the lens on the outside. So that's what we're seeing. But pretty cool and not bad. We know it's there, but unfortunately we can't do anything about seeing it right now. Might be good for the skiers, I don't know. If higher elevations are getting a little bit of snow, if they get snow down on the lower elevations, it'll be a snow and rain mix. It'll be just snow up in the higher stuff. So pretty cool. Merapi had been going for a long time. It was bound to settle down eventually. Yeah, Mars 2028. You know, the one thing I noticed though is when Krakatoa increased, Merapi decreased, and that was kind of weird. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? And yeah, I wonder if it's the same feed point. Anyway, I will get it back on here. I do see it's break time. We're just going to hit one more volcano here. And of course, that is Semeru. This is what they're showing for the beautiful view of Semeru right now. And you can see, oh, hang on, that's stuck. Why is that stuck? Let me see if we can kick that. Oh, there it goes. Now it's working. Oh, that darn plume took off on us. I was hoping we would see it erupting a little bit, but I guess not. And that is what we've got. Clear blue skies up there at Semeru. Pretty awesome. Okay, you guys, on that friendly note, though, it is time for me to turn that music off because it's not supposed to be playing. There we go. And let me get back on that screen, and we will let that play. And I am going to go for a 5-minute break, so keep smiling, be good, everyone, and no issues, no worries. And if you have not yet hit that like button, please help us out. Hit the like button. We don't mind, and it is one of the cheapest and most economical way to help out the stream and support it that way. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, if you're sitting in limbo wanting to chat but you can't, you do need to be subscribed for a minute, 1 minute minimum before you can actually chat in the chat box. On those friendly notes, I am going to go take that 5-minute break, and then when I come back, we will have some bacon seeds, and then we'll go from there. Be good. I'll be back. Oh boy, Alex, the music is too loud. You got volume. Sorry, man. I'm not sure exactly where those volume levels are set. And for me, they're all the same. So it's pretty cool and pretty awesome. But hey, no worries. We'll see if we can try to get them a little bit more tuned in, if you will. Anyway, let's see. There's a bunch of new people that popped in here. I see David, our super kitty Gemma, is here, and Kate is also here. Welcome, and Elsir, Lynn, if I said it correctly. Is it Elsir or Elker Lynn? And I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but welcome anyway. And Barbarian made it in the house. Good to see you. Long time no see. And who else was in there? Somebody was saying hi to another William that is in here. Kevin Williams. That's it. There we go. So we've got a Kevin Haynes and a Kevin Williams. Let's not confuse the two. They're both good looking, but I don't know what either one of them looks like. Anyway, welcome you guys. And welcome to anyone else who I didn't see in here yet or didn't mention the name. Glad to have you guys all on board. Anyway, I did say it will be bacon. Jairus is here as well. Welcome back, Jairus. Good to have you on board. And thank you, Piggy, for the welcome back. That is awesome. And glad to be here and do this. So let's pop over and take a look at our bacon seeds, you guys. And that's what I did say, and we will do exactly that. Barbarian, broken toes, holes in gums, the usual, I guess. And that makes you feel like you're flat out like a pig, right? Anyway, that is from yesterday. That was the last one we had. And a beautiful bacon seed indeed. Let's see what we've got from today. And this little poor guy is being fed, and I wonder if that's a fairly newborn and he's not having a good time, but doesn't have his eyes open yet. But at least they're feeding him and keeping him cuddled and stuff, and hopefully he'll grow up to be a big happy piggy, and that is all good. Let's move to our next bacon seed and see what that one looks like. And holy mackerel, there's a whole bunch of them. All right, quick. First one to guess how many's in there wins a cookie. I'm waiting. And I'm talking total pigs. Total pigs. First one to mention it in the chat. How many is there? Yeah. Hey, Henry Nelson gets the cookie, and hang on here, Henry Nelson, because there are 12 in total, you guys, and that is pretty cool. Yeah, I had to do that, and there's your cookie, Henry, and all good. Anyway, I count 12 anyway. There's not 13, there's 12 there. 11 eating and Mama laying down. So at least that's what I'm seeing, unless I don't have enough fingers and toes to count all of them. And we'll double check here. 3, 6, 9, 11, and Mama is 12. Yep, 12. There is 12, and it's a dozen. You've got a dozen bacon seeds. Wow, you got a Mama and 11 bacon seeds. Let's move on to this one, and again, I think we need to get the hogwash working, and this guy looks like he's not too happy. He's dirty or something. He needs a cuddle. I think he'd be happier if he had a cuddle and some friends, but he doesn't look too skinny or anything. Yep, 11 plus Mom, you're right, Piggy. Anyway, and this is a very newborn type, and look how small this guy is. Aww, this guy can't be very old at all. He's already in jail, He's in piggy jail. Oh boy. Somebody go bail him out. Really, we need to do that. One large ham and 11 bacon seeds. Yep. That's what we had. Piggy doesn't count. The pig count. Okay. Anyway, that is a beautiful little bacon seed. Sad HD pick. Well, I don't know. It's not sad. I think he's just kind of newborn. Anyway, let's carry on with the next ones. And here I see 3 little ones and a mama kind of sticking her nose in there, checking out the camera, making sure the little ones are not being harmed. And trust me, those mama pigs will protect their young to the death, and that's how nasty they can be. So don't ever hurt the little ones. And we will get to our last bacon seed in jail because he tried to rob a bank. He got a note, note ink all over him. Yeah, poor pig. Anyway, these 3 little guys here look pretty awesome. Let's see what else we've got. Last one for today, bacon seeds. And you get this little one. It's a 5-pack basket of 5. And the second one from the left is trying to stick his tongue out. One is just closing his eyes, going, I don't want to be here. But that is pretty cool, pretty awesome, you guys. So let's leave it there, and we will move on. Okay, Jars, I just renewed his membership for 6 months. Is it bad to watch this stream from sleep at 2 a.m.? I don't know, Jars. That is actually something you should decide if you're asking. But anyway, let's carry on, and we will head over to Japan. And I want to see what's going on there in Japan. And Duchess of Elements, I got your picture, but I think all things considered right now, we'll just we'll leave that one out for right now. Just I'll maybe discuss that with you later or something, but we'll just leave it out for right now, okay? Just so you're aware of that, but thank you. All right, trying to find my volcano on my screens here. There we go. I found it. I found myself. First off, let's go over to the important page. Darn it. The ice cream boat. It's gone. It's left us. And it looks like the other wake is here. They both left us. Darn it. We missed the ice cream boats. Ah, that's horrible. Anyway, Sakurajima. Sakurajima, as we looked at that video from earlier today, or from yesterday, technically, at their time, it was doing its thing. But earlier this morning, it also continued to have a few bursts of pluming, if you want to call it that. And the wind was actually blowing in the opposite direction, which was really kind of weird. But if we go back about 3 hours, we can see what's going on here. And I thought the wind's going the other way. All right, the wind's still going the same way. My bad. But somewhere around here, we should see some more stuff pop up. It's hard to see sometimes. Let's get to about that point. Yeah, you can see that there is more off-gassing happening and some the dirtier color in there. Just not seeing the actual plumes, but you can see that it is coming out of the volcano and just kind of dropping over the other side, as well as these other clouds are definitely not helping us. So that is what we've got. Agura, I don't think that's going to work. You need to spell it in English, and that is what they put in the system. So that would be all right. Um, anyway, going forward a little bit here just to try to see. And we see more and more steam and ash and stuff coming out of there. It really isn't that dark a material right now. I mean, yesterday it was quite a bit darker, full of that other wonderful ash and stuff like that. So this is kind of a little bit easier going now. So it's calmed down. It is still throwing out a fair amount though, and that is something that we need to kind of keep an eye on. So that is Sakurajima for us. Let's just roll through the other ones. We know the ice cream boat's left, so we don't see anything. But looking at it from afar, doesn't look too bad right now. Doesn't really look dangerous or anything, but it's calm right now. It could erupt again at any moment. Moving on, there is the close-up shot, and again, very difficult to see if there was any major lava or ejecta that was coming out that we could see if it was indeed full of lava. If we go to this point though, we should be able to see a little bit of a glow, and we do, and that is at nighttime, just about 4 a.m. right there. And if we back up a little bit more, that low glow will be a little bit more intense. Right in here, you can see that purplish, reddish color, and there, it's actually quite a bit more noticeable. Ooh, a green alien just took off up from there. All right, don't know if anybody's seen that, but that was in there. And that is pretty cool, to see that we do have some lava in it, but we didn't see any lava being thrown out. I was hoping to be able to see it better in different light, but unfortunately not. This is at 1940, their time from yesterday, and that's a really eerie scene. It really is. I'm waiting for the monsters to come out. Anyway, going back a little bit more, it was in the clouds, so I'm not going to worry about that. We'll put it back to live. That's what it looks like right now at Sakurajima, and we are hoping that if it does erupt some more, that it is not going to cause any issues or problems for any of those good people there. And let's see, my grandson has a flight simulator, and we flew to Alaska. Sandra, wow, that is pretty awesome. Did you have to refuel anywhere along the way, or did you have, what were you flying, an F-18, and you could refuel on the way from a fuel ship or something? Aircraft carrier, I like those. Actually, I used to have flight sims way back when, but never kept up with it. I think 2004 and then 2009 or something is my last versions. And then they changed all the computers again, and they wanted you to buy more software, $300-400. I said, nah, it's okay. I'm good. But that was the Microsoft Flight Sim, and it was actually pretty good. Did not bad. Anyway, let's carry on here. Next, volcano or mountain, and that is, of course, Mount Fuji. And this is about 3.5 hours ago we could see it, and there it is, Mount Fuji. Absolutely no snow left on top of Mount Fuji, and Mount Fuji always has snow, you guys. It's global warming. Do you have a Kerbal Space Program? I tried it way back when, and just wasn't my bag. But I do like it, Mars. Kerbal is pretty awesome little bunch of guys there if you build the right ships. The problem is it's time consuming. Everything is time consuming, so a little hard to deal with sometimes. Anyway, Mount Fuji looking pretty awesome, and we'll put that back to live. And you see they have some cloud there, but not too bad. They still have some sunny spots in there, so we're all good. And ooh, okay, well, this looked a little better earlier today, and of course that is ASO. ASO is the way it is spelled. ASO-san. And ASO-san, if we go back a little bit, we can see, actually, let's go right about here, I think. That'll work. And that is about 3 hours, 45 minutes ago. Yep, it does work. You can see the cloud bank on the backside there, but you can also see that's where the caldera is. And all this smoke here is definitely coming right out of the caldera. And because it's been raining so hard, that water is going in there. It's getting heated up a little bit and evaporating, and that is what we're seeing. So ASO-san is still happy and doing its thing, but right now it's filling up with some more water. And let's carry on. And this is an interesting shot. And again, I don't know the height of the actual clouds there at this point in time. As we've seen on Sakurajima, the clouds were basically running into the top of the volcano, and this is kind of the same scenario. This is Suwanoshijima, and it is further south on one of the islands, and that is what it looks like right now. I'm surprised we can actually see it a lot better picture than what we've had in the past, so it is an improvement. It is still a very soupy weather there, and we're going back, that's about 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago. And if we go into the darkness here, this will change things a little and let us see if there's any kind of a glow there. And it does look like it's off-gassing, you know, with that plume, but I'm not sure because it's dark, it's cloudy. It's hard to tell if that's actually from the volcano or if it's a cloud moving by, and we don't know. So going back a little bit more, yeah, I think it is doing some off-gassing because we've had cloud there all the time, and this looks a little bit more ominous, very dark sky there. And of course, that is at nighttime. That is, what is it, 22:17, I think is the time indicated there. So 10:17 at night, and that's what we are seeing. Putting it back to live though, and so that may partially be from the volcano, but also some clouds that have bumped into it, and that is all good. Let's pop us back over here. Hey, an ice cream boat is coming. You will be able to get ice cream soon. And I wonder why they had to go all the way over there. Usually they come straight in. Maybe it's because this boat is sitting here. Boy, the police is going to come and get them. The water police. Yeah, and he's blocking the entry to the harbor. And maybe we'll be able to watch him crash. Or maybe he ran out of gas. He's waiting for a tow truck. I have no idea. But yeah, the ice cream boat is coming, you guys. So if you head down to the docks, just go down here. There's the street. You can see it. And down there is the lights. And you take a left and go down to the boat dock. And of course, that will be right down there. It'll work, and all good. Yep, looks like our ice cream boat made it past the other one without hitting him, and pretty good. I've been watching a lot of Japanese travel vlogs, so relaxing, no commentary, just riding ferries and trains. Yeah, Barbarian, some of them are really, really good as well. I've noticed that. But there's also some other ones, different ones I watch from the trains in the Alps going through. A lot of the 4K stuff out of there looks pretty awesome. And if you just want to watch scenery, that is what it is. Break time. Oh, it's break time. I'm going to break something. What am I going to break, Piggy? All right. Oh, mummy of what? Oh, Omi metal. Omi 54 is here. Yes, I love the ferry rides. And I like comfortable ferry rides. Yep. Don't like the rough ones, though. But that's all good. And did I miss anyone else? We got Barbarian. We've got Metal Omi 54. Good to have you on board. And then we got Barbarian. We got... who else? We got Tetras here. And I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody going in here. Gren Zed. I did miss Gren Zed. Welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And did we get anybody else in here that I missed? No, I think we're good for right now. Got Jarvis. So all good. Okay, you guys, it is time for me to take a break. And you see your ice cream boat is heading in, and they will be docking soon. And you can do that. And on that friendly note, Gura just said, please remember to click the like button. And yes, we would really love it if you could, if you haven't done so already. And if you just clicked it a second time, you want to make sure that it stays black and you've clicked it in the right direction. So all good, you guys. And for those who are wanting to chat in the chat, if you find that you are not able to, please consider subscribing, and that will allow you to chat within 1 minute. And I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go take a break, and we'll put some more lovely lava on from as soon as I can find where I put my lava. I have lava here somewhere. I had it. I don't know where it went. Somebody stole my lava. All right. Where's my lava? Oh no, my lava is gone. Oh boy. Nope, not in that one, not in that one, not there, not this one. Not there. Oh, I see what happened. Somebody stuck a pig in there. Yep, they did. That's what happened. And here, oh yeah, sure, I gotta take care of that. All right, look, that little piggy got in there somehow. I have no idea who did that. It just happened, you guys. Anyway, let's carry on. Siggy stole it. I wouldn't doubt it. No, Siggy's a good guy. He wouldn't steal lava. He'll bribe his lava workers to get him and steal it for him. Siggy stole it. All right. Piggy blamed again. Piggy? No, the piggy isn't blamed. Sends many krakens. I hear scratching. What is that noise at my door? Okay, that's it. I'm going, and I'll be back, you guys. Don't go away. Keep smiling. And if you hear screams in the back, it's nothing to worry about. I'll be back. Keep smiling, you guys. And there we go. I've got the microphone back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you on board. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this is VolcanoX live stream. Hey, welcome, Leo Carlson. I'm glad to see you. And let's see, did anybody else sneak in here while I was away? I was actually looking at the bunny and talking to the bunny and the magpie. And the magpie was going around the bunny catching bugs, which is pretty awesome. So anyway, wonderful stuff, and thank you everyone for the welcome backs from Piggy and Kevin, and let's see, Sharon Stewart saying I can hear you, and Mars 2028, Arizona Snowman. Thanks, guys. And let's carry on with our wonderful stuff. I'm going to stop this lava from flowing down the hill here for a little bit, and we will carry on and see what else we've got. And of course, we are going to go, well, there's Sakurajima, and of course, we already looked at that. Next one on the list, of course, so is Ta'al, and Ta'al is in the darkness. And I got to get on the proper screen here, and they've got, oh, that's not in the darkness. It should be light there. I wasn't live. It wasn't live. It's alive now. All right, there we go. We can definitely see Ta'al, and if we go back a little bit just to see what it was doing just bright and early. This is, what is it, about 3 hours ago roughly, and we see a little bit of clouds right above the lake there, but nothing major, so I don't think it's giving us any major off-gassing or anything like that. We do see that in here, so looks like it is developing from the volcano crater, but not a heck of a lot going on. And looking at it, fairly calm, you guys, and I'm pretty sure that is pretty normal and quiet. Now, we know they had a whole bunch of earthquakes not too far to the north from here, and we're going to have a look at those in a minute or two. But for right now, let's just finish off looking at the other volcanoes first. Of course, Yellowstone National Park, had to reset that a couple times today, but it looked pretty good. Nothing major going on there. Nice day, lots of people, and they're all enjoying. I did watch or the Old Faithful throw up the geyser, and it looked pretty good today, so very awesome. And while we're looking at stuff, I just wanted to double check and see if this one was running and reloading, and all right, no, I don't think it's working. I was going to take you to Stromboli, but yeah, Stromboli, of course, you can see there's the plume. Nice stars out tonight, and we can see that. Earlier, you could see a decent run of lava down the hill here, and you can still see in the thermal image that Stromboli here in Italy did its thing. Hey, Kevin Haynes, thank you very kindly for that wonderful super chat. First one of the day, and thank you kindly for that $5. Do appreciate it, Kevin Haynes, and thank you kindly. 5. There we go. Got her written down. Super sticker. Good job. Yep. Thanks, Kevin. I do appreciate that. And definitely trying to get things happening and see what we can see. And the other camera, of course, this is not working. We'll just leave it. But yeah, we did see that going down the hill earlier. It was a little bit lighter in here. You could see it. It was pretty awesome. But right now, not doing a darn thing. Let's carry on though, real quick, a peek into Alaska. And I don't think we have very good visibility in Alaska at anything right now. This is Pavlov, and yeah, that's not very visible. And that is all we've got. Moving over, and we've got nothing from Semi. Nope, looking at all the online video there, just nothing. And Great Sitkins, about the same thing. We're in the soup, and nothing new from Cleveland. So that is it for our Alaskan ones, and let's continue, and we'll move over to Hawaii, and we'll see if we can get on that. Now, because I had to redo things, we don't get an old image. Oh, darn it. Hang on. There we go. Got it. I got it. And that scoundrel is restarted. Anyway, there you see the lava pond in the crater of Kilauea, and there's the toe area, as we nicknamed it, and that is pretty awesome. And it has a fairly fresh lava in it. It is fairly full, not very far from the top at all. It may have overflowed again on this side a little bit. I don't know yet. We'll see if it keeps going, and of course this can tilt in various ways as well, depending on the lava weight. It's going to be interesting to see what it looks like right away here. Going to refresh, and that is now, and yep, we can see there's new overflow right here that we didn't have before. And of course we can see where it subducts over here, and goes down the lava drain, which is pretty cool. And the toe area definitely filled right up, and not sure where it's getting its material from, but there's got to be a lava tube of some sort underneath here. I still see these cracks, quite a bit of them, but almost looks like it's not any bigger. It might even be smaller than today. I wonder if this whole area lifted up a little bit and reclosed that, since it's all full. Anyhow, the lava pool here gets fed by a tube that comes from this end, natural lava tube, and that is part of it off-gassing over here, just a little vent in that tube, so if something blows up, Mother Nature put a relief valve. And moving on to the next shot here. This is actually kind of good. We've got fairly good visibility. A primary vent is located about here. That used to be back here a little bit, but it's moved out. The secondary hornito or divider is sitting right about there, and you can see a little bit of smoke coming off of where that lava tube is. The little vent, and of course you can see it's fairly full, and that's shot. We also see a little bit of steam or smoke there and here, and of course on those other spots. We can see what's going on though around the whole thing. It does look like that is the circle or darker area here in the middle, and that is all raised up, and it looks like it's got a fresh lava all the way around the outside, and we know it does. It all the way from at least there to about here. We know that was all fresh lava, so pretty awesome to see. Let's refresh it, see what it looks like right now, and it's in the shade right now, so a little harder to see what's going on, but and the smoke is still hanging around pretty good. Not much we can do with it. Let's have a look at the thermal, and this is from about 10 a.m. Their time for the thermal. There you can see the primary cone. The little hornito is right there, and of course hard to see any kind of a lava tube, but that is where it is, and it feeds into the pond. You see the lighter area in the foreground here, as well as on the edges, and that is what I was referring to as newer lava, and that is definitely what's been happening. It's flowing around the outside of this island, and that's literally, it's floating is what it's doing. So previously we had Pig Island floating in the middle here, but now Pig Island is floating along with the rest of this, and that is kind of what we see. And let's refresh it to now, and that is still pretty much the same view. We see the lava pond does look like it's a little fuller right now, which is awesome. And there's again your primary vent, a secondary, and going out here into the lava lake or lava pond, whatever you want to call it. It's doing pretty good. And that's kind of it for in there. I don't have anything. Oh, hang on, the other camera. Hey, the other camera is working again. And from the other side, I almost forgot about it. And that is pretty good. So there's Pig Island, and of course there's our pond. Even though it's smoky, I'm still happy that they got it going, and that is really, really good. Primary vent over there. You can see that little bit of smoke right there. That's from the end of that lava tube, that venting we talked about. And that is what it looks like from the opposite side. So that is actually pretty good. Let's see. Yep, I will still have a picture. Awesome. So, yep, they got the other camera working again, and it is cool. Bad magic? No, not bad magic. We got good magic. Anyway, that is pretty awesome to have that camera back in our visibility things here. So pretty cool. Anyway, let's pop over to our earthquake map, and we'll take a look at our earthquakes for Hawaii as soon as I can get to my map. And there we go. First, I want to just kind of peek and see. There's another new one there, a little bit to the north. But let's go to Hawaii first. There's our Hawaiian Islands, and I want to kind of say I noticed some of the quakes in Hawaii are a little bit bigger today. I'm not sure why, but there are your Hawaiian Islands. There's let's see, Oahu, Maui, and then the big island right there. Let's zoom in and see what's going on here. First off, out just past Loihi Seamound, and that is where these guys are, fairly new. And let's take a look at that one. 2.0. It happened at 1:36 a.m. 9.1 kilometers down. This is 2.9. 1:27 a.m. 10.1 kilometers down. 3.4, and that is 10.4 clicks down at 1:41 a.m. 4.6, and now you see what I was talking about. They seem to be a little bigger, and that one was from yesterday, 22:28, and then this guy here, 3.2, and that is 5 minutes after 1 a.m. And that's all out here by Loihi Seamound, which is right there. And if we change it to ocean view, you can actually see that. So there it is, and that is right in the forefront. So if we see something popping open here, that'll be excellent and exciting, because that means we're going to possibly see an island, a new island or part of Hawaii get much bigger. Anyway, let's zoom out for a second. I'll zoom back in a little closer to Loihi Seamound, or sorry, Pahala. I mean, not Loihi. We did Loihi. Loihi is in my head. All right, let's get this one. 2.1 from 10:13. We have a 2.4 from 14:23. This guy is another, hang on, 2.0 from 5:21 a.m. This guy 2.2, and from yesterday at 20:45. And then we have this guy from this morning, 4:58 a.m., 1.9. And then we sneak out here. We'll grab this guy, 2.1, 28.5 kilometers down. Most of these are between about 29 to 36 kilometers, but depth-wise, so I don't say anything unless they're a little off. This one, 1.9, and that is yesterday's 21:55 was the time. This guy, today's at 46 minutes after midnight, and that was a 1.8. This bigger one here, 4.3, from yesterday, still at 21:46. This guy here is a 2.3 from yesterday as well, 23:16. This guy from today at 3:47 a.m. and that's a 2.0. Then we have a pair of twins here, I think, 2:12 a.m. for that guy, 2.5, and a 2.0 right beside it, 1:35 a.m. Then we've got this 2.2, 1:24 a.m. We have a 2.7 yesterday, 22:17. We have this 2.0, 15:32 today, and we have this 1.7 from 17:37, and then also this guy here, 1.9, and that is from where is it, 2:01 a.m. And let's grab these three little guys off the shore here. 1.9. That one's a little deeper, 41 kilometers. Yesterday's at 21:43, and then this is also yesterday at 19:26, 40 kilometers down. 40.5 for this guy from today at 16:45 Hawaii time. Pardon me. Okay, so looking real quick, we don't see anything new over here at Mauna Kea, but we do see some new ones up on top of Mauna Loa. And let's start out with these stragglers here. 1.8, 11.8 kilometers down, 14:56, and then we've got this 2.1, 8:48 a.m., 2.9 kilometers down. Then we have this guy here at 2.1, and that is 700 meters above sea level. So it's well within the cone. And then we have this guy at 1.5, and that is also within the cone there. But that is from yesterday, 22:59. I missed the time on this, 4:53 on this 2.1. That is what we're seeing there. And now we'll go over to Kilauea, and nothing right underneath the crater, but we do have this guy here, 2.2, and that was from yesterday, 21:08, and we'll leave that alone. It's 4 kilometers down on that guy. That's it for our Hawaiian earthquakes. So while we're on the earthquake map, it's time to take a look at some of the other activity that we've seen. Now, I'll start with South America, actually, since we see a whole bunch of activity here now as well. And this is kind of, in my opinion, in kind of the reciprocal portion of what happened on the other side of the pond. And this is a 6.2 here in Chile, and 96.8 kilometers down from 12:58, and that is a fair-sized quake. Had a bunch of little ones here as well. This was from 10:29, 206 kilometers down, 4.1, but they had these other ones here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but this is where that Chilean quake was, and that is quite powerful. Then if we look at the other side that caused all this stuff, and we see that stack is getting bigger. And this was that big culprit, and they put it down here for a 7.0. The other guys are saying it's 7.2, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's a very, very powerful quake. And then we have these other little guys on the outskirts. 4.9 on this guy, 10 kilometers down. This guy is from today, 14:02, and that is 5.0. Then we've got a 5.2 here from, 1:38 a.m. This guy here was from 12:43, 4.9. This guy is 4.7 from yesterday at 21:14. And then we had another 4.9 from 19:29 yesterday. Do you think the big earthquake in Chile affected Sabancaya? That's hard to say. Very hard to say. It's quite a distance away from it, so I don't think it would have done it directly. Maybe something down in the big depths underneath there somewhere, but don't know. 4.7 here, 10 kilometers down at from yesterday at 2050. So that's what we're seeing there. We also have this guy here, 5.1, right up on the this plate where it's subducting. Don't know what that's about, but we'll see if that's part of this whole rattling loose. You know, when you have something of that size, 7.0, 7.2, shaking the area, it would have shaken the entire area. And if we go like that, it's like the ripples in a pond is what you would be seeing. So that would have affected many places. They did say they felt it in China, they felt it in Japan, they felt it down here in the lower portions of Indonesia. So that was definitely there. Taiwan has got this guy 4.7, 33.5 kilometers down. 18:16 is the time on that guy. Sliding up here towards the Kamchatka Peninsula, they had a little guy 4.3, and that would be under Chikarachki, or very close, so we may see some new activity from it. And then you also have this 4.2 right on the tip, and that could both Ibico and Chikarachki could be affected by that. This one here may get Karimsky a little rattle as well, so that is kind of what we're seeing there. So yes, we do have some very interesting activity as far as earthquakes. And remember what I mentioned though, we are still about 500 earthquakes below average of what we see on this planet. And this is a 7-day average because I have it set for 7 days. But typically you see about 2250. And we are only seeing 1760 right now. So we're 500 shy. And I'm hoping those 500 aren't going to be above 5 magnitude to catch up, because that would cause some major problems on the planet. All right, moving on, let's take a look over at the Canary Islands, since we haven't gone over there yet. And I'm going to refresh that real quick. And there we go. Looking at what we've got, we do see a star flashing. Looking at that real quick, 1.8 happened at 18:17 today, and that is what we're seeing. Where's that 1.8? 7 kilometers down, and that's what we've got, and that's kind of in between Gran Canaria here and Tenerife. So pretty cool. But we did have out here not much else happening, but we have 2 kilometers down, and that is out at La Palma, and that is very close to Cumbre Vieja. So that might be a pipe, one of the lava pipes collapsing or something like that. But 2.2 fair size for that area happened at 4 minutes after 8 a.m. today. And that is pretty much what we've got for earthquakes. So I didn't see anything else out in the Tules. Oh, there are some over here. Let's see what that one shows up as. 3.4, 29 kilometers down. And there's another one right there. Where's that guy? 3.2. And that is from a couple days ago. So I'm not going to worry about him. This is also a couple days ago. So we don't need to worry about those guys. They're old already. Old news, old hat. And looking at volcanoes around the world real quick, we'll refresh that map real fast and see what we've got. Got another bunny eating right now, wanted in the dispenser, which is pretty cool. And nice. Let me see what we've got here. So real quick look, not going to go through much on this map. Still the same here, and we were wondering if that would have maybe affected Sabancaya from that large earthquake. It would have been in the ring the bell zone, and I'm sure it would have had something to do with it on Mars, but I don't know if it would really directly cause it to do any cavitations or erupt a little bit differently or anything like that. So that's what we've got. Looking at a ring of fire, it looks like we're actually short volcanoes. I hope we get more. Anyway, they are Popocatépetl is the one there. We don't see anything else further north in Mexico, so that's all cool. And of course, Lidile volcano's not on there, and our other ones, Tofua is still here. Yasur and his buddies just going through, looking for anything that is really new or changed, and we don't see anything. And of course, here in Japan, Suwanoshi-jima is there, Sakurajima right there, and all the other ones have been taken off. And going up, Ibiko, that's Ibiko, Chekarachki, and then you have Shivalish up here, and then Karimsky and Bezimiani in the middle. That's the one that I was saying I could actually affect Karimsky, that 4.6. So that's pretty close. That might do something. Anyway, zooming back out, we don't see anything else over in the African area, and nothing new here in Italy or Sicily. There's Etna, Volcano, and Stromboli, and Campi, and we definitely don't see anything coming from Mount Vesuvius. So that is it for today, you guys. On those guys, and that is awesome. And let's pop over to our weather maps real quick, and I am going to try to get on there really fast. So I'm not going to give you much of a report here. Pretty normal looking in North America, South America. It's pluming downward here. Not sure where that new storm is going to sit. Looks like off the coast of Mexico right there. Looks like he's still got a little buddy too. We'll see that on the other map in a second. Sliding out, a White Isle volcano, a lot less coming from it. A lot of stuff coming from our Indonesian friends here. So Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa, of course. Krakatoa, I wish we had a camera on it, but it's throwing off quite a bit of material. Then up here, Ibu and Dukono still doing their thing. And this is a combined effort here. We have Bulusan down at the bottom, possibly a little bit coming from Taal, a volcano, but the majority of this plume is coming from our city of Manila and all these different cities that they've got right in that area. The big earthquakes are right about here on this map, so it gives you a pretty good idea that that is really not that far away. So they definitely felt them down there, and they did feel the shaking from the big one. They did feel it at Taal, and that was from Taal meditation. They actually felt it there, so that's pretty cool. All right, I'll leave the rest alone. Up here, we see it pluming into the ocean. I just want to have a look here and not as much coming out of Etna. So that plume is going to dissipate. The winds are going every which way. Not sure what's happening there, but I hope that's not a fire or something. Anyway, don't see anything coming off of Iceland. Moving over to the weather map, and we will do this fairly quick as well. Going to refresh that. Just want to see what it looks like right now. Looking at Canada, still warm in the north. Northern Alberta warmer than here, and we are probably 25, 26. British Columbia's got some awesome temperatures. Saskatchewan, not bad. Manitoba cooling off. Northern Ontario here a little cooler. Down in our little panhandle, or whatever you want to call it, looking pretty warm down there as well. Nice day. Same thing with the eastern side of the United States, and the Canadian provinces, not bad. Getting down into Florida, a little warmer, 28, 29 degrees, and that is pretty much it for the East Coast. The further west we go, Texas has got some good temperature, and that is pretty awesome. And some of the other states just north of it. Looking here, Arizona down the bottom end, doing a very good job with some heat. The highlands a little bit cooler, and we see the western portion of the U.S. Fairly warm. There's that storm L1004. Pretty neat. Anyway, Cancun holding in at 27, 28. Then we slide down Central America, and the Amazon, pretty much all the same, 24, 25, up to about 27 degrees. Looking at down here where you can cut it off, Buenos Aires area, and that is where it is. And Chile gets chilly, and we'll see that soon. Actually, it's not that chilly down there. It's only like -4, -5. Yeah, not bad. T-shirt weather. Anyway, looking at New Zealand, still very, very cold, and they are fighting these lows that are sitting on top of New Zealand, making a mess. And here we have this northern island looking a little bit warmer all the way through. We have a high sitting here and a high sitting there, and that is probably kind of hurting the things a little bit, but that is drawing some of that warm air down, and hopefully that'll come back up and hit into Tasmania, and also back up into Melbourne. So Leo can feel better, and he's got about 12 degrees there, 11, 12 in the area, not bad. Adelaide a little bit warmer, 11, 12 up there. Sydney up to 15, not bad. Don't know if there's too much rain there. We'll find that out shortly. And 17 up here in Brisbane, and the northern areas a lot warmer. Perth on the other side here is 13, 14, 15 degrees. So not that bad for winter. And we are looking at our Malaysian, Indonesian, and Philippine area, pretty standard stuff. And we see Bangkok showing at 28, 29 degrees. Let's see, what did it come up? Yeah, 29 degrees, 86% relative humidity. So you get off the airplane and you have instant sweat. Anyway, see Philippines here, we got a big circulation and a low sitting there. So they're going to get some storms or something happening. And that is pushing into the Yellow Sea area. Going up a little bit more, we see other circulations around Japan, so some lows and some highs, very interesting. And that is Kamchatka Peninsula, a little cooler, still very warm, and wow, I'm just amazed to see that warm air all the way up to the northern coast, which is really bizarre. So Siberia is melting. Moving on, China very hot, and looking at India, about the same as normal. And of course, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Yemen down here. Except for the higher elevations, everything is hot. That's what we're seeing. Sahara Desert, fairly hot, cut off just right around here. So pretty neat and interesting. Not too bad out here on Madagascar. A little bit cool, actually. Hopefully they'll warm up. And looking at Europe real quick, and looking at Piggy weather. Piggy has about 24 degrees Celsius right now, and that is not bad. And then we do see Crete 24, 25, higher elevations, a little cooler, and Greece holding its own, and Sicily slightly cooler than before, but not too bad. For nighttime temperatures, that is actually quite warm. And most of Italy about the same, 24s, 23s, 21s. You get in the higher elevation, cools off again. So that's what we're seeing there. Zipping over to Spain real quick. And of course, Spain has some variable temperatures. Hopefully, Aurelio can sleep, and he's got 17, 18 degrees there now. Not quite as bad, and that is pretty cool. And that temperature is also in Portugal. There we go. I had to get that out. France looking not bad, and the Alps. We've got some warm stuff on this side of the Alps, and of course the Alps themselves are fairly cool. Southern portion of Germany very nice, 15 to 18 degrees depending on where you are. Going up into the north, a little bit cooler, and Yvonne is probably enjoying 12, 13 degree temperatures right now. All the way up in Hamburg, 11, and these are nighttime temperatures, so that's where you can expect them to be. 11, 12 in Berlin as well. Looking at Holland, Amsterdam, somewhere around 14, 15. They've got that high parked right there. Hopefully that'll keep them fairly warm, and that'll be all cool, warm, cool. Okay, cool. Anyway, Belgium not looking bad. Luxembourg down here a little bit warmer, 14, 15 degrees for nighttime temperatures, pretty awesome. Same thing with England and Wales, Scotland up here, a little cooler out in Ireland, but not too bad. Sliding up, we see Denmark, a little cooler, same as the bottom end of Sweden, and a little bit here in Norway, but the rest of Norway looks like it's getting a little bit chilly. Same thing with the cold temps blowing in off of the ocean here. Finland actually looks a lot warmer, so there you go. Quick zoom in, we see what we've got, and this low is pulling in some cold air here from the north, and that's not helping the good folks of Iceland. And this is what we're seeing, 9-10 degrees on the Reykjanes Peninsula, and depends on where you are. Some places, even you look over here on the eastern side, 12, 13 degrees. Sometimes it's warmer there than it is over here in the capital. So it depends on what you've got, right? So pretty awesome, and yeah, we'll leave it be though. That is our temperatures. Let's have a quick look at precipitation. So that storm is definitely named Frank, and Frank is a meanie, and he's making all our clouds in Central America. Looking at Canada, not too bad. Down in Ontario, we've got some stormy stuff going on. U.S., we see the I guess, well, what problem, our states are those? That'd be like Arizona, Nevada, Colorado, and then down into Mexico, looking pretty nasty there. And then down here we see very little storms all over the place. So yeah, depending on where you are, you've got a lot of little stuff, and these are not huge storms, but enough to give you grief. So you'll have to fight through those. And then we see South America. It's still got some heavy storms there as well in the Amazon, right? And we see this system still off the coast here of Argentina, and that's parked itself by Buenos Aires. Kind of not good. It looks like it's just sitting there. It was there yesterday too. Big high sitting right here, so that's probably warming things up, but the bottom end of Chile will be really chilly. Looking at what we've got, that's what I was saying about the low right there, and there's another low right there, and they're just pulling that wet weather over top of New Zealand, and they'll be getting rain for a couple of more days by the looks of things. Not so bad here in Melbourne area, and should not be raining right now, but we see a little bit more stuff coming in off the coast, but it shouldn't be too bad. And same thing with Tasmania down here. Looking at the rest of Australia, pretty clear, and zooming out here, looking at all the storms that we've got in our Indonesian slash Philippine theater. Pretty nasty with some of them, but it looks like Java is clear right now, which is really nice. Philippine Sea, we have that low sitting there, creating this monster, and there's that thing off of the Yellow Sea here, going into China, and then of course off the coast of Japan. We do see some of that stuff right there on the Kamchatka Peninsula, which is kind of neat as well. I didn't notice this actually made landfall up here in Alaska, but Alaska and a little bit of the Yukon being affected, and pretty normal in India, and looking at Central Africa, pretty normal there, and looking at real quick down here into the Mediterranean, and we are not seeing any rain. Nothing happening in Greece or Italy, Sicily. A little bit here at Barcelona, very little, and not a heck of a lot. There's some stuff here in the Italian Alps, but not much. Nothing in Germany, a little bit in France. We do see in England they've got a little bit of a system, and a tiny bit of rain in Ireland as well. So that is what's there. Looking at Norway and Sweden. Sweden looks a lot better off than Norway. Norway's good up to about that point, and then from there rain all the way up, and at least it's not snow. Okay, moving out to Iceland, there's that nasty low, and I want them to go away. Let them have nice weather, and of course with that low there, circulation is pulling that cold air down and dumping it back onto our wonderful Iceland. That's it for weather, you guys. And let's grab the coldest temperature on the planet real quick, and we'll zoom in here into Antarctica and just see what we can find with a quick scan. And so far I only found minus 64, but we'll see if we can find something a little bit colder. Minus 68, 69 I seen, and you found a minus 70, Sue. That's awesome, and I think that would probably be logical to assume that you've got that. I had 66 here. If I zoom in a little bit and look, I don't want that. Okay. Anyway, that is 67 I seen. So we're probably close, minus 66, 67. Minus 70, I bet you it's hiding in one of those plumes that is going really fast, and we won't find it. But anyway, okay, I'll call it minus 70 today, because that is kind of what we figured it should be, and I did see minus 69 on mine. So thank you, everyone, and that is pretty awesome. Sue for blue, what's going on? Thank you, Sue. Okay. Take care, Pam. Okay. All right. Are you going to bed, Piggy? Good night, Piggy. And thank you, Piggy, for being here. Appreciate you. All right. Take care. Sleep well, and don't let the krakens bite. Oh, better you than me. Okay, you guys, that's it for today's stream, and let's see if we can put that back onto some lava somewhere, and we'll find that wherever I put it. There we go. So awesome, and we really do appreciate having each and every one of you here. So thank you kindly. All right, going through, we only have the one super chat from Kevin for $5. Thank you, Kevin Haynes, for that awesome support, and that's very kind of you. And on that note, big thank you to all the members, so all the people who are green in here, the membership that have signed up and are helping out. Those are great. Did I miss the SO2? Yes, you did, Grand Zed. Sorry. We went through it fairly quickly, but we did have it on there, so it's definitely there. And okay, thanks, membership. Thank everybody here really for being here today. I really do appreciate all of you. Metal Omi 54, gute Nacht to all. Good night to all is what that means. So I can scroll back. Okay, Grenzet, no worries. And be good, you guys. Keep smiling, and take care of yourselves. Wow, Sharon Stewart. Oh, I almost forgot. Thanks, Doc. Thank you very kindly for that wonderful super chat, Sharon. That is awesome. Sharon Stewart, you are a very kind soul, and that is an awesome $31 super chat. I do appreciate that, and thank you. That is great stuff. All right, on that wonderful note, that really ends it well, and thank you kindly. All right, let's see what's going on here. No, laughing because my 22-year-old cat died isn't funny. Who is laughing at that? Spooky? Nobody's laughing at your cat passing away, okay? Just so you understand that. You may have gotten something wrong with somebody else referring to a different comment, so please don't take that the wrong way, and that is something important that you need to understand as well. So nobody is that cruel in here, all right? Just so you understand that. Anyway, be good and take care of yourselves, and please think things through. And on that friendly note, stay kind, stay calm, stay cool, and have yourselves a very, very wonderful night. My thoughts and feelings go out to you, Spooky, for the loss of your cat. And 22-year-old cat is actually very impressive, and good job on taking care of it and letting it get to that ripe old age. Okay, most of them pass somewhere between 14 and 16 years, so 22 is incredible. Anyway, think of yourself as being proud, and pat yourself on the back for that. That's what I got to say. So please, it's all good. and make sure that you understand that. Okay, you guys, be good and take care of yourselves, everyone. And please, what I always say, and this goes for your pets too, if you make sure that you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Take care, everyone. Be good and stay safe. Keep smiling, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Oink, oink. Good night, everyone.